The lure I have in my hand right here is the king of catching monster fish from land. You already know what it is. It's the 3-ounce spoon. Look at the thickness. Look at the thickness of that boy. When I'm fishing the jetties, I'm probably throwing this lure over 50% of the time. And I say it's the king of lures catching big fish because it just has crazy versatility. Every species of monster fish has a chance of hitting this lure, but what if there's something better? A small change to make this lure even better. Instead of this guy, we go with the golden boy. Solid gold 3-ounce spoon, still with the thickness in there. Now think about redfish inshore. What color spoon are you throwing? You're throwing the gold. You might be going for some smaller redfish, but I think going for these monster redfish we're gonna be going for at the jetties, maybe gold is even better than the silver. Bang. Gotta get your glove action going. Is this the right glove? It is, the right hand. Oh, we got a dead red, man. Dead red. Oh my God. Is he on it? It is on it. Holy cow, dude. We might have just pulled it through a school or something. I don't know what it is, but I thought we had it on at first and then it seemed like it popped off. No, we dropped it again. Unless he's running with it. I'm so confused. Is it a jack or is it a red? Staying in the same spot, so probably red one. Dude, that was insane. Honestly, I don't know what happened. Felt the initial bite and then felt like he dropped it, but I think he just ran towards us. And he is pulling, boy. He is pulling. There he goes, he's coming. He was going straight down, but now he's going out a little bit, which is better for us. Dude, my heart, I can't take it, dude. I've just been standing here casting mindlessly for 15 minutes. All of a sudden, crazy bite. The tide has been slack. It's just starting to go outgoing a little bit. That's one of the best times to get bit. It's a red, not even a giant, but whew, good bite. Good bite. Yeah, I'll let you hold the rod.
All right.
Just in case.
Thanks for finding the fish.
Yeah. Just in case one of us gets hurt, it's better to be mean.
Yeah.
I think there's a little group down there.
It's crazy out here Tuesday afternoon, evening.
What were you catching?
Reds and Jackson.
Nice. Here you go. Okay, that's a decent one. Bang, there we go. Woo! Thank you.
Nice one.
Woo! Look at that, dude. Look at that spoon. Look at the hook, I mean. Kind of bent out. Not a bad guy right there. He's actually bigger than I thought. I'm thinking there's a few down there too, because we're getting multiple bites. Unless it was just this guy head shaking like crazy, which is also possible. That's a good fish though. Promise me you're gonna go down, bud. You're gonna go down good. Whew. Whoa. Go! He's a floater. Did we just swim him off the rip? My God. Of course he didn't want to go down. Well, we had to freaking get in the water and sit that guy back down. And the first time I swam him down, he didn't want to stay down. Had to go back in and get him again. The second time I went down and I waited for him to kick a little bit and then he took off. I don't know why, a lot of these days, the bull reds I catch, they have to either be popped or they have to be swam down or else they just float upside down forever. And I'm not saying you should get in the water yourself either. I had to do it today because we saw this guy right here, and I was not going to let my red suffer the same fate. It's pretty unsafe to get in the water too, especially if there's decent waves, and those granite rocks can be super sharp almost every time. I don't even think I get cut, but I end up getting cut somehow. This time I think we're good though. Should have left my shirt on for that +1 scratch resistance though. Woo! And we're still out here, and there's fish. Can't complain. I knew I love gold though. Look at it. It's getting it done. You know what we need to do is bend this guy back though. Good thing I just realized that. Bend it back, bring it back. Ooh, that's not a good bend to be honest with you. It bent like at the base. There we go, that's looking pretty good. A lot of people hate these hooks that bend, but usually for me, they keep the fish on. And if you snag a rock, you have a chance of just bending it a little bit and then being able to shake it free. And it's still pretty early too, even though we got out here late. We caught one right off the rip, kinda, after 15 minutes. Oh, so there's bound to be more. Dude, the tide, like I said, the tide just started moving too. And we got the gold, baby. We got the gold. That feels like a fish, am I crazy? Dude, I am. Holy cow, that is a fish. Eat it. Does he have it? Yeah, it is a fish. Oh my God, I thought I got tricked again, dude. He didn't move after I set the hook. With big bellies. Oh, he popped off. I think I broke off, actually. But how? Let's see the evidence. Was it Coop's knot? Was it Coop's knot? Nope, just the braid let go, man. I do have some old braid on here. All right, let's retie here. What I'd like to do first is I like to go up on the braid at least a couple feet. A lot of times when you get cut off, it's obviously from the rocks, and it's gonna abrade that braid. So we're going straight from our 40-pound braid, or 50-pound if you want, and we're going in with 130-pound mono leader. Nowadays, I do like using 100 to 130, but with this Strin brand, it is a little bit thin. I think it is a little bit weak, so I go up to 130 on it. And knot I use when I'm tying on the Jetty, Albright special knot. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done here. There it is, the Albright special knot. I like this knot because it's relatively thin and it goes through the eyelets pretty well if you have to. Not nearly as good as the FG knot, and the FG knot is what I'll tie at home. I do tie it on the Jetty sometimes, but it just takes a little bit too much time. Only 35 minutes later, and we're rigged up with another spoon, ready to go. Oh, that was a low pull. That's a fish! Oh my God! No, he dropped it, dude! I'm an idiot. No, he's back. It's a school. It's a school. It's a school. I was like, dude, my line is kind of going out. That feels kind of weird. We're back in with the gold, dude. Woo-hoo. After getting snagged up, we're back in. That tide is, now it's actually moving, so this is the time. You got a little window right here before the tide starts going crazy. But right now is when the fish start stacking up and eating. If you wait too long, come here right in the middle of the tide, it's gonna be too strong. Can catch fish then, just might get snagged up a lot. Dude, insane though. I've been going after those slot reds inshore. I've been neglecting the big guys, but the big guys are probably even more fun to catch. And definitely to fight. And dude, they're stacked up, I think. It's like my third cast right now after retying, but one guy hit it. Woo! There it goes. One guy hit it, and then, oh my God, he's digging. Damn, dude, I hate to say it. It already looks like he'd be floating. Hopefully we got, it looks like about the same size actually. I thought he was gonna be a giant. Oh, woohoo! Dang, look at that. Hooked under the freaking chin. He's aggressive. That doesn't mean he's accurate. Dang, look at that. That's a big head on that guy. Holy cow. And he does have a belly on him. That did come out easy. It came out easy with pliers, at least. The gold got him. All right. See, that's a big belly right there. There we go. You hear that, fellas? That's a lot of air coming out. Man, sometimes it's tough, man. I'll tell you where I do it. I'm not sure if it's the best spot, but I can't get it done anywhere else. Lift their dorsal up between the two dorsal, right where the first dorsal ends, go straight down, and then from the pectoral fin back, and then line that up with the dorsal right there. They say to do it right here, right behind the pectoral. It never works for me with redfish. Probably with other fish it works, but with redfish it never works for me. Deflated redfish, that's what we like to see right there. No big belly on him. Let's see how easy he goes back now. Hopefully. There you go. Whoa! Woo. There he goes. Look at that. Already kicking. And he out, boy. They got no belly on them. They go straight down, boy. That's what we like to see. Hell yeah. Whoa. There's a school here you want to try. So what do you guys think? You part of the gold group or you like the classic silver? I don't know, man. I was on silver for a long time. The only reason I kind of want to try this again, I've done really good with the golds in the past. Me and my buddy were going for some kingfish with some spoons. I told him to grab a silver, but he said no. He wanted to use gold. And you know what? He ended up catching the first kingfish. In the end, it might not matter too much. Just a little bit of shine on there and you should be able to catch some fish, especially because these spoons, they're sinking down. They just look like a dead shad, a dead mullet sinking to the bottom. And that is why you get hit on that initial drop. One more thing I have to talk about real quick. If you're going to the jetties for redfish, for those bull redfish, which a lot of people are, I'm saying right now, you have to bring something to vent these fish with. This is what I use. It's just a venting tool off of Amazon. I'll link it in the description. But man, I've seen people go to the jetties. I see the same people going to the jetties over and over, and they're having fish that are not going down because they have those big bellies and they need to be vented, but still they don't bring venting tools. If you get this one, I mean, it's worked out pretty good for me. They can break though if you put too much tension on the tip, so definitely buy 2 of those guys. And one more thing is, in the last year and a half, 2 years, I've seen a lot of people get hurt at the jetties. If you're gonna be jetty fishing a lot, definitely invest in some spikes. What I use is corkers. Those will also be in the description. I have seen other people using you know, golf cleats. I'm not sure how well they worked. I've never used them before. And there's also cheaper alternatives for spikes as well. But corkers are definitely the go-to. And if you're gonna be even relatively serious about going to the jetties, if you're gonna be going multiple times a year, highly recommend getting some spikes. But other than that, I love you guys very much. We're getting the production going. We're gonna be fishing very hard and we're gonna be putting out some good videos, hopefully.